So today, what am I doing? My backyard looks really messed up, so I decided to use some time today, use like maybe 45 minutes just to come and look at my plants, trim a little bit, and then do a little bit of cleaning. And I decided to take you guys along with me because I usually enjoy this part. I love gardening, but these days I've kind of neglected it because I've been kind of busy. So let's see what I can do. Look, I have some tomatoes growing already. I don't know if you guys can see my tomatoes, the tomato plant here. Let me get you guys closer. You see the tomatoes, they're coming in. I hope these ugly whatever animals they are, they don't come and eat them this time, because last time that's what they did. Oh no! Look at what I did. Oh, it was already breaking. Oh, that's crazy. That's why you have to take care of your plants. Otherwise, it will just mess up. Look at this. Guys, right here I'm just pretty much trying to fix my tomato tree. You can see it's like limping on the side, and I really just want it to like stand straight. So I took the stick that my husband put on the orchid because he was trying to see if the orchid would like do good and grow and all that, but of course that didn't happen. So I'm just replacing the stick from there and putting it in my tomato tree. Hopefully this time there are no animals who are going to chop and eat these tomatoes. So let's cross our fingers and hope for a good harvest, guys. Here I have a whole bush or a little mini bush of mint, what should I call them, plants or mint leaves that we grew about a year and a half ago. And these mint leaves have been lifesavers, especially during this whole 2 year of lockdowns and all of what has been happening. Like, we usually like to use them for teas, and when you mix your mint leaves with like lemon or lime, and then some rosemary, which you see like right back there, and then you add a little bit of honey, oh my goodness, that tea is so good and so powerful, especially if you're suffering from any types of like colds, if you're suffering from any types of like even nausea. They're really good for that. And then you add like some ginger to it. You got yourself a very good tea. And right here, guys, look at that. Look at all my habanero peppers. I have green chili habanero peppers. I have orange ones, and they are all so delicious. I really enjoy growing my own because, guys, anytime I buy the habanero peppers from the store, especially from Walmart, I find that they're not as strong and they don't really taste as good. But the ones that I grow taste really good and are really strong. So usually just one or even half of one of the habaneros is like perfect. And here we go. This is my sage plant. My sage plant, do you know what I did? I didn't even take this out of the pot, y'all. I just dropped it right in this planter or whatever you call it, like I forgot the name of it, and it just started rooting. So I just never took it off of the Home Depot plant, and it really grew. I don't really use sage in my recipes as much unless I'm making like an Italian dish. But I do know that they bring good luck, especially like, for Catholics, they use it for it's like this powder they use in church. I'm not Catholic anymore. I mean, I was born and raised Catholic, but I'm Christian. Like, you know what? This is confusing. I believe that Catholics are Christians, but there are different types of Christians, right? So let me get off the topic of Christians and Catholics, because this will just go on into a tangent that is not going to even make any sense for this video, you guys. But anyway, yeah, I like to use sage just because I feel like it smells good. And then, there's this belief that, it keeps the bad spirits away and blah, 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 blah. Not that I 100% believe it, but I do like sage. I like the smell of it. And then here are my climbing roses. I love these climbing roses. When it's springtime, they bloom, and they really, really bloom. They make your garden look so pretty, especially from afar. You're like, oh my goodness, is that like a secret haven or something like that? So I'm just chopping off like the ones that are already dead, or, like the ones that have already, like the leaves have already fallen and they've created like this little bulb. I'm just chopping them off because I've heard that the more you chop off like your roses, the more they grow when it's time to grow. So that's really what you see me doing here. I've started growing a mango tree in my backyard to see if it will hopefully grow. California's weather is so great that it never gets into freezing temperatures, at least in Southern California. So if you try to grow tropical plants such as mango trees, avocado trees, lemons, limes, things like that, they do pretty well, you guys. So I decided to plant a mango tree to see, what happens. Hopefully in the next 3 years we'll have some mangoes in our kitchen right from our backyard. Here is our avocado tree. It's doing fantastic. I heard that if you plant it facing south, that's when they do really well. So that's what I tried to do here. I did try to plant 2 banana trees, but they're not doing really well. I don't know if it's because I didn't plant them in the ground and I had to use big pots to plant them in because we had run out of space already, but they're not doing so well. So we'll see what the issue is. We'll try to troubleshoot, and hopefully maybe we can replant them if we get a little bit more land, if we try to kind of restructure our garden, and maybe we can find space for them. I don't know, we'll see. And this is our mini guava tree. Hopefully that one will start giving us some fruit too, right? Yeah, that would be amazing. starting to make my fastest, easiest, most delicious air fried pizza from ingredients all from my garden, you guys. Well, except for the mozzarella that I'm going to be using. But yeah, and the tomatoes, of course. And those tomatoes, I actually ordered them from Italy on Amazon. So they are delicious. The muti, but the basil is mine. The garlic is from Walmart. But the basil is mine from my garden, and that's really what gave that pizza the kick. But this is the easiest way I make my pizzas, guys. Sometimes for lunch, especially if the kids are not home and no one's home and it's just me, I don't feel like making like a huge lunch or eating leftovers. I just want to eat something quick but kind of a little bit fresh. And I don't always like pizzas from the store, so I like to make my own. And the easiest way to make it is by using the naan bread. Get a really good naan Indian bread, or like just the naan bread, and then just add that tomato that you saw me mix with the basil, and then sprinkle some olive oil and then mozzarella. Throw it in that air fryer for like 6 minutes or even less, or maybe a little bit more, like 6 to 8 minutes, and voila, you got the best pizza. Almost tastes like that Napolitana pizza, that Napolitan pizza. Then I throw my prosciutto on it, whatever condiments that you want on that pizza, and it's perfetto. And then as a last touch to it, you see me adding here the spinach, arugula, whatever vegetables you want. Of course, I did not add my habanero peppers. They're just sitting there because they look so beautiful. Those I did harvest from my garden, and they're the most delicious habanero peppers you ever taste, you guys. Anyway, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you guys. And once again, I wish you very happy holidays. I tried to get my garden clean for the holidays. Hopefully it stays clean, guys. Cross fingers, because you know, within a day or two, especially if it rains, you have to do it all over again. All right, till next time. Ciao, ciao.